Now, in this session, we will do an assignment based on linear layouts, that is nested linear layouts with weights. First, let me draw the screen design. The screen design will look like this, where in the first row I have 3 buttons, in the second row I have one text view, third row contains a button, fourth row contains 2 buttons, and the fifth row contains a text view. Here if you observe carefully the screen proportion for all rows, let me represent row numbers R1, R2, R for row 3, row 4 and row 5. You don't have to do too much research. Just if you observe carefully, the height proportion for all rows is 1:1:1:1:1 roughly 4. Which means if you divide overall screen height into 10 equal proportions, one portion should be occupied by first row, one more portion should be occupied by second row and third row and fourth row, but for fifth row, that is fifth element should occupy 4 proportions. So remember that much, 1:1:1:4. Now tell me what will be the root element. Will you take a root element as vertical linear layout or horizontal linear layout? If you observe first row contains 3 elements which is sitting side by side to each other, which is obviously a horizontal linear layout because they are touching x-axis. But if you observe row 1 and row 2, they are sitting one below each other. All rows are sitting one below each other. So in such kind of cases, as I told you in the earlier sessions, when you see a mixture of vertical elements plus horizontal elements, it is better to take root element as vertical linear layout. So with this, one conclusion is over. With this, the conclusion is the root element of your XML should be vertical linear layout. It is a studio based assignment. Now let me give some more hints. If you observe all 5 rows, tell me which row should be a layout. Any row which contains multiple elements should be a layout. The main purpose of layout is to hold multiple views. So obviously first row should be a layout. What type of layout it is? It is horizontal linear layout. Second row, it contains only one element, so you don't have to take one more layout. Third row also contains only one element, so you don't have to take extra layout. But fourth row contains 2 elements which is sitting side by side to each other. So obviously fourth element or fourth row element should be a horizontal linear layout. And row 5 is only single element, so you don't have to take any layout. So finally, our activity XML will contain the root element as vertical linear layout, which contains 2 horizontal linear layouts within that vertical linear layout. First element and fourth element are 2 horizontal linear layouts. But the main point here is, how will you distribute button 1, button 2, button 3 with equal proportions in row 1? That is one point. How will you distribute button 5 and button 6 with equal proportions in row 4? So that is your assignment. You can directly open Android Studio, create a new project and design this screen. You don't have to apply any color combinations, but it should look exactly like this. Whether I run the application on the small phone or on the big phone, it should not get disturbed. Now, I hope you have done the assignment. I will show you rough code. Let me show you the rough code. The root element is a linear layout. What is the orientation? Since all elements are one below each other, the root element orientation is vertical. What should be width and height? As I told you already, for the root element, width should be match parent and height also should be match parent. Since I don't have sufficient space, I am not writing full words. And let us say that linear layout is ending here. This is the ending tag for that linear layout. Now we have total 5 rows. That means within this vertical linear layout, we need 5 main tags. What is the first element? First row contains multiple elements. So obviously first element itself should be a layout, that is linear layout. What type of linear layout it is? Orientation horizontal, because these buttons are sitting side by side. So before typing button tags, we need a linear layout with orientation horizontal. But remember, orientation property is not required here, because the default orientation for linear layouts is horizontal. What should be width? You can give width as match parent. What should be height? If you observe first element height should be wrap content. How much ever the height of the content is, we should occupy same height. Now tell me, what should be the height of this linear layout? If you observe, this linear layout is representing row 1. If you remember, I told you that the height of each element is in the proportion of 1:1:1:1:1:4. So that means rather than giving height, I should use weight as 1. But before making weight as 1, since this linear layout is part of vertical linear layout, first I have to make height as 0 dp, height equal to 0 dp, and then we have to apply weight as 1. And let me close this linear layout here. Actually, this code is representing first row. First row's weight is 1. Since first row is part of the outer vertical linear layout, if you want to give weight for, if you remember the rule, when you are applying weight for vertical linear layout elements, you should first specify height as 0 dp. Then only you have to apply weight as 1. Now let me take next element. Next element is single element, that is text view. You can write text view. What should be the width? Width of text view is match parent, and height should be 0 dp, because for second row, that is for second element, we need the weight as 1. So height is equal to 0 dp and weight is 1. With this, the end of second row. Now coming to third row, it's a button. Third row contains only one element. So button text equal to button 4. You can specify ID also. That is not very important here, which is not very important in this concept. What is the width? Width equal to match parent, and again height equal to 0 dp, and for third row also the weight should be 1. So let me apply weight equal to 1. So this element is representing second row and this is representing third row. As of now, I have not filled any code within this linear layout. Once I fill the code for all rows, then I will come back to first row, then I will fill 3 buttons here. Now fourth row. If you observe fourth row, is it single element or multiple elements? It is multiple elements. So we should take one more linear layout. Since button 5 and button 6 are laid out in the horizontal fashion, we should take horizontal linear layout. So I will take horizontal linear layout. I don't have to specify orientation. Default orientation is horizontal. Width I will take it as match parent. For fourth row, weight should be 1. Since we are applying weight for fourth row, and since fourth row is linear layout, first I have to specify height as 0 dp, and after that I have to specify weight equal to 1. And let me end that linear layout here, because within that linear layout we have 2 buttons which we will write later. This code I will write later. Now the last row is a simple text view. So I will create a text view with some ID and with some text view 2. That is not important. Now I will take width as match parent, because text view 2's width is match parent. And for last row, which is text view, the weight should be 4. So first I have to make height as 0 dp, and then I will apply weight equal to 4. This is the end of fifth row. I hope you understood the brief architecture of this design. Remember, whenever you are given such kind of complicated screen design, first start designing rows, then start designing columns for each row. In case if your row contains multiple elements, take it as one more layout with appropriate weights, then only write code for that appropriate row. Now this represents row 1, this is row 2, row 3, row 4 and row 5. Now let me fill the code for row 1. If you observe first row or first element, that contains 3 text views. Now observe carefully, first row contains 3 buttons. If you observe carefully, the width of the buttons are equally proportionate, that is 1:1:1. Since these 3 buttons are available inside the horizontal linear layout, that is this linear layout, whenever you are specifying weights for elements which are sitting inside horizontal linear layout, which one will you make 0 dp? Obviously, for horizontal linear layout, we have to make width as 0 dp and then only we have to apply weight. This weight 1:1:1 will make sure that there is no extra space left over in this row. If you run this application on a bigger phone, if you don't apply weight properly, then in that case, button 1 may occupy only less space, button 2 may also occupy less space, and button 3 also may occupy less space, which will result in some extra empty space, which may irritate user. Remember, user always wants application to use the complete device space properly. If programmer is not using the device UI space properly, user will get frustrated. The weight property will make sure that the device UI space is used efficiently. Now, in the first row, we have 3 buttons. Let me take buttons. Button with some ID, with some text, button 1. Height. Height, either you can give wrap content or match parent, it's up to you. Since we want to apply weights, and since this button is in the horizontal linear layout, first I have to make width as 0 dp and then I have to apply weight equal to 1. This is the end of first button, and similarly I will write the code for other 2 buttons also. Height wrap content, width 0 dp and weight 1. Similarly third button also with the same properties. With this, the code for first row is completely over. Now coming to row 4, that is 4th element, which contains 2 buttons, that is button 5 and button 6. If you observe carefully, even the width of button 5 and button 6 are equally proportionate, that is 1:1. So for that also we have to apply weights properly. For them also we have to apply weight property appropriately. We take one more button, height equal to wrap content, width equal to 0 dp and weight equal to 1. Similarly, next button also, height wrap content, width 0 dp and weight 1. That is how our XML code will look like. I hope you understood this assignment. I would strongly recommend you to experiment same thing in Android Studio.